Hello everyone, welcome back to Motion RC Live. I'm James. We're going to be joined by Wes here in a second. Wes is already here. He's in there. But before anything happens, I know everybody's excited. We've been watching the chat for the last half hour. Go nuts. We're going to open up. We're going to spin the wheel right away. So our first winner, based on people already in the chat commenting, we picked random, is Slow Flyer 85. Slow Flyer 85. If you are in the chat, let me know. We know you're here. There he is. He's here. You've got the first spin, so we're going to get started. Are you ready? Slow Flyer 85, here's your spin. Let's kick the day off right. The plan is to spin this wheel multiple times throughout the show, randomly, picking random winners, getting right to it. Slow Flyer 85. Are we going to get a spin again? It's stuck on a 50. It's a 50. It's a 50. 50 bucks for Slow Flyer 85. Congratulations. You will send us an email we'll put that up there. Do you have that ready, Alex, that graphic? Yep. We have our email at contest@motionrc.com. You'll shoot that. That'll go directly to me, and we're going to try to get your prizes out to you by the latest Monday, if not later on today, especially the gift cards. The gift cards could go out pretty easily, but if you do win a product on today's show, which is potentially possible, then, you're going to probably have to wait till it goes out Monday, for that matter. But in order to claim your prize today, you're going to have to send us, when you win, you got to send me an email directly to me so we can just verify you are who you are in the chat. So welcome in, Wes. Welcome, my man. It's time.
What's up, guys? It's good to be here. An exciting day for me, and I'm sure James and Mark also, but I mean, 100,000 subscribers. Isn't it a cool accomplishment, everybody? And it's all thanks to you guys watching our videos. It's such a fun thing to finally be able to come on here and give back to our community. And I'm really looking forward to this, man. It's awesome, awesome times here at Motion RC.
I've been waiting, Wes. Are you ready? I cut my tape. I pre-cut my tape. So I'm unveiling my plaque now before we bring in Mark. Oh, you get a nice little note. And it's funny, it's not even about the plaque that I want, it's more about the, it's such a, you've been doing it for so long on YouTube, it's a great sense of like pride to know that, hey, we did it, Do you remember your first subscriber? YouTuber. Your 100th, your 1,000th, chances are you do, and we know that you'll definitely remember your 100,000th subscriber. Your fans may have found you while searching YouTube, learned about you through a friend, maybe you showed up as a recommended video. No matter how they came to your channel, your audience stayed and their numbers increased because you and the community you built. We're proud to honor your impressive milestone of reaching 100,000 subscribers with the Silver Creator Award. Congratulations. And then it goes on for a little bit more. But Neil Mohan, the YouTube CEO, thank you for that. And let's pull it out. The only thing I know is they skimped on the plaques. They used to be bigger. So we've got the smaller version, but there it is. Super exciting.
ASMR style.
On the inside. Oh, I'm excited about it. We're going to have to find, I got 2 holes on the back to hang it. I'm going to have to measure that, and it's going to have to go somewhere right there. You know what? We're going to pop it up here for the duration of this show.
Maybe like right there?
I think I'm just going to rest it.
Look
if
at
it
that.
falls down and breaks, then that's on me. Oh, no, it fits in there nicely. Look at that. Beautiful. It says, presented to Motion RC, passing 100,000. Super excited. Coffee mugs up. Get your coffee mug. Actually, speaking of coffee mugs, we're going to replace all the prizes on the wheel with just coffee mugs for the rest of the show. Now that we're in. But guys, yeah, we're super stoked today. We got Mark Goetze. He's waiting. We're going to bring him in a little bit. We wanted to say thank you to, just thank you to all of you for watching this channel. It's not about me. It's not about Wes. It's not about I never look at this channel as it's us that made this channel what it is. It's the products. It's Motion RC. It's the company. Our YouTube channel is different. We're not an influencer channel. We're not a personality channel. Our channel is an encyclopedia of the great products that Motion RC as a company and the manufacturers they work with that helped, bring to market for you guys, that you guys have enjoyed. The products are the stars. For the most part, all the thumbnails I make, I put the product that you're about to watch front and center because the product is the star of the show, you know, on this channel. That's what's got this channel to 100,000. Anyone could stand here and hit 100,000 subscribers with the products that, you know, backing them to fly, to drive, to, you know, to run in the water. It's all about you guys, and, you know, enjoying those products is what really got us here. So we're just excited because we want to hit that million, man. I want the gold one on here as well. I know Mark wants the gold one. Wes could use a gold one. We want it real bad.
Definitely.
But that's going to be a bit. That might be. This one took, what was it, 10 years, 12 years? I think YouTube's been in motion as a channel. I wanted to just send props to, you know, the original guys you remember on the channel, Pilot Ryan, Captain Mike. They did the hard work from 0 to about 18,000 before I joined in September of 2017. Then it was us for a bit. Then I took it. We pushed it to about 68. When Wes and Lori came in, we got them on, and they helped us propel and put that over the 100K mark. And, you know, we're just excited to do it. It's been a ride of a lot of people and a lot of, you know, a lot of work. And, you know, as always, though, the products themselves, what you see, what you've been seeing from this studio, from Wes's studio, that's what helped got us here. And you guys buying it is what, you know, got us here. But I think we're about ready to bring in Mark. But Wes, what do you think we should do? Yeah.
I think we should spin the wheel again, and I have our next winner here. We got Scotty Story is the next winner of a prize here on the Motion channel today.
Scotty Story coming in with the win. So Scotty Story, you in the chat? Let's see if he comes in. I put the chat on slow mode, guys. So you can only send a comment every 20 seconds. The goal with that was to make sure we don't miss, because the chats can go really fast and we miss people in there. I didn't want to do that. And then, what's it called? You have to be a subscriber. So anyone you're seeing here, you know, is a subscriber to the channel if they're commenting. So here we go. You ready, Scotty Story?
Wait.
Is he in?
If he's
there he
somewhere.
is. There he is.
There he is.
3, 2,
Here we go.
1. Spin it.
Big money, no whammy.
Alex told me to be a little more quiet. I'm a little amped up. I had a lot of coffee, guys. I've been waiting for this show. Scotty Story, 150 bucks. 150 bucks in gift card money to you, sir. Congratulations. Love that. Love that for you. Love that for everyone. So that's 200 so far between Slow Fire 85 and Scotty Story. I'm going to have to go back and watch this show so I remember what everybody wins, because I can't write it down at the moment. But to claim your prize, send us that email at contest@motionrc.com. So guys, now one of the moments you've been waiting for, part of the show, big part of this show today is not just giving away prizes. We've got our CEO, the Chief Executive Officer, founder of motionrc.com and .eu, Mark Goetze, to the chat. Welcome him in. How you doing, Mark?
Hello, everybody. I'm doing well. Hi, James. Hi, Wes, Lori, Alex. How are you all today?
We are great. Probably going to be better than you if we give away a lot of prizes today.
I didn't see any coffee mugs on the wheel, so that's all right. No, listen, I want to just say congratulations at the beginning here, hitting 100,000 subscribers. I actually got a plaque too, so I appreciate that, sending that to me. Huge accomplishment. It's really hard to get to 100K. I think everybody knows that. But love to just watch how the channel's grown, the content, the diversity, the fact that we're covering all aspects of RC through now 13 years in business. This is our 13th year doing this. It's been an incredible journey. I'm delighted to be with the community today, answer some questions, and really ask anything. I'll do my best. I may even answer some questions about what's coming next. So yeah, I'm just here to kind of enjoy this moment, give away some prizes, answer a few questions, and then just share in the celebration. So happy to be here.
Nice. Welcome in. This is awesome. This is awesome. So guys, you could start asking questions in the chat. We could pick some questions from random while we're going here, and we're going to interrupt, you know, as there's breaks and spin the wheel. We got at least 8 more spins to go for today. Our plan was to do at least 10 spins for this show. And we did ask our community. If you guys don't know, if you're first time joining our channel, we have a great customer community on Facebook. I know a lot of people might be up and down about Facebook, whether they like it or not. I love it for the groups. I love it for the marketplace. That's the only thing I use Facebook for. And our Facebook group, the Motion RC customer community, is just it's blown up to 40,000 people almost at this point, and there's a lot of people there, chatting. So I'd asked a question a week ago when we announced the show to them. I posed, so we have some questions there as well. So guys who might not be able to get in the show, we have a few questions there that we might be able to answer for you guys as well at some point. But
I've got a good one, James. Here, I just saw one I'd like to address because I actually have one of the 470s. So. You guys know we released a new size and a new type of helicopter, the rotor scale 470s. So we've had other 450 size from both Robon, rotor scale, and Flywing, and we had an idea to create something a little bit larger, but something that has a feature set to it, something that actually will do something other than just fly. So whether it's a water dropping feature or weapon set or searchlights. That was kind of our vision for the rotor scale line of 470s. One of the questions I saw in chat was, are there other helicopters coming in that lineup? And the answer is yes. So a little bit of a future view there. So a couple things. One, those sold very fast, which we kind of expected, and we're delighted to see that because we know it's something somewhat unique to the market. And the bringing sort of the capability of self-leveling, GPS hold, some of the things that you've seen in the multi-rotor space in DJI and others, bringing that same technology into RC helis. And so the first 4 models that you've seen on our website, that's just the beginning. So we're going to be expanding that line. Can't tell you the exact models right now, but there will be at least 3 new models that'll be released this year, in addition to a replenishment of those existing 4. So if you want more, they're coming. Yeah. And okay, yeah, no worries. And okay, so that's the helicopter question I saw here. So let me see if I can see another question.
I saw some good questions popping in. A lot of people with individual products, so that could take all day.
Yeah. What did you see, James? Did you see anything?
Well, yeah, people were, somebody asked about, 1600 millimeter flight line warbird. It's been a while for those. That's a question, honestly, that's a question. I love them too. So
yeah, let's talk about that. Yeah, because I think it was Tom Connors, right, that asked the question is, are we going to return to the World War II era models? The answer is yes. So as you know, we have multiple brands at our company. Freewing is typically our EDF scale model supplier. And then under the Flightline brand is where we bring in our scale warbirds. And I have a strong, passion around World War II era and other, points of history, but warbirds are definitely something that we are going to be continuing to focus on. We'd like to come out with a little bit more than we have each year. It's been kind of 1, maybe 2 sometimes. I'd like to increase that number, but we will be releasing 1 warbird at least this year under the Flightline brand in that size. As a little teaser, it will be a World War II era bird, and it's about all I can tell you now. But just I want you to know that it is a focus of ours, and it's something we're going to continue to do because we like it. It's there's a lot. Jets are awesome, but there's a whole slew of other planes in the propeller space, and of course in the World War II era that we want to release. So, the answer is yes. It will be coming this year. Can't give you the exact timing because things are always a bit in motion. And yeah, so that kind of answers Tom and a few of the chat questions I've seen here.
Beautiful. Well, let's cut you off there for a second because Wes, how about you tell us who the next winner is? We're going to spin this wheel again. Do you see it?
It looks like it is Eric. Is that Wall?
Eric Wall, W-A-H-L. Eric Wall, let's see you in the chat. And you are our next winner with a spin on the wheel. So while we're waiting for Eric Wall, tell me if you see him, Laura. If he pops up, just say hi in the chat, Eric. I just want to let you guys know, if you see these prize spins, S and B means surface boat prize, and then we have AH is airplane heli prize. So if you land on that, we're going to spin again. We have a little fun game if somebody lands on one of these. So I just wanted to explain that. Everything else is gift card money to either motionrc.com or motionrc.u. There's Eric. I see you. And here is your spin. Good luck.
May the odds ever be in your favor.
May the odds be ever in your favor.
What's it gonna be?
Come on, big money, big money, big money. Oh, that 500's coming around. It's coming around. Oh, it's 150 again. Another 150. We're at 350. That's a bigger prize than we give away normally. 100 is usually the max on the wheel. So congratulations, Eric Wall. You have just won yourself a $150 gift card. To claim your prize, email us at contest@motionrc.com. So beautiful. Let's go, guys. Hey guys, I wanted you to ask, instead of asking individual product questions, if you guys have any like more general questions that we're speaking of. But Mark, one thing, I know we had a question for you, and Chris answered this. Back in the day, our old product managers have answered this, but people don't ever seem to either get it or there's confusion. But it is that you spoke about Freewing, the relationship of Motion and Freewing, because it is obviously, those two names are almost synonymous. They're both on the box when it comes out. So can you just explain how that works for people, better than I can?
Sure. So Freewing and Motion RC's relationship is our longest relationship of any factory, vendor, supplier, whatever you want to call them, that we've had. We met them 13 years ago. We talked about, we were brand new. We were selling a few Great Plains models and some other vendors' products, basically just a core reseller. And we traveled to Asia and we met with multiple companies and we met the owners of Freewing. And, at the time they had other distributors around the world and we were brand new. So there was a bit of a negotiation and a bit of a risk they were taking on us. But we started out with just a few models and then a few models turned into many models, and it eventually turned into what is today an exclusive arrangement with Motion RC and Freewing. So how it works is really in the US and Europe, Motion RC is the core distributor. It's exclusive distributor. There are a few other companies in Europe that had sort of predated Motion RC, and so they still do exist. And of course, there are companies in other parts of the world, primarily in Asia, that do offer the Freewing model brand. But it's important to know that at this point, the two companies are basically connected. So we dictate and sort of outline the roadmap. We help with the engineering of the products. And there are some exceptions. So last year, for example, we saw a few Chinese jets that got inserted into the lineup. That was not necessarily our direction, but of course, it's a partnership. So Freewing wanted to make a couple airplanes that were, core to their mission and good for their community and for their region. We decided to carry them because why not? Just have a nice kind of different sampling of products. But if there's any confusion about who's doing what, we've got multiple team members internally, including engineering capability, that are actually working alongside Freewing to, A, pick which products are on the roadmap, and then B, actually design, debug, troubleshoot, test fly. And it's really that collaboration that's allowed us to just make better and better products. And candidly, back in the day when we were smaller and we had fewer staff, Freewing was the one that said, "Hey, we're going to make X, Y, Z, and how many do you want?" That was that grew all the way to today, where we're basically saying, "Okay, the next product is X, the next product is Y." it'll have this livery, it'll do this, you know, like the B-25, it'll drop bombs, it'll be this livery, that sort of thing. So that's coming directly from Motion RC. And so, you know, other resellers around the world, they benefit from all of our work, and that's just, we do it for the love of the hobby. It's expensive, and we have a lot of resources that are part of that. But again, we're hobbyists first, and if it makes better models, it'll be that way. But again,
Yeah, I know.
if you do see some other, sorry, James, real quick, if you do see other models that you might wonder, like, it could be something that somebody, you know, somebody within Freewing really wanted to make, and we support that. So you're going to see a little bit of a diversity of models, but for the you know, 98% are coming from right here on our team.
That's awesome. I was gonna say I just love when I see the pictures I took and the video I shot on other people's websites. That always excites me. But
yeah, it happens. It happens. It's kind of like, I mean, we're
around the world.
Yeah, we just take a mindset of, listen, as long as we're getting people into the hobby and getting them interested in the products, it's great.
Yeah,
you know,
it is what
we
it
want
is.
we want more people to be enjoying RC. So that's our core mission.
Now, Mark, I saw a fun question that just came up a second ago, too, from John VHRC. He said, Mark, personally, what are you flying right now? And do you have a favorite model from our website currently that you're using?
That's a good question. I'm actually really getting into the heli stuff right now. So this MD500 behind me is something that I've been flying most recently. The weather just finally turned here in Chicago. So we are 56 today, so it is flying weather, a little chilly, but you know, for us, it's shorts weather. So recently, yeah. So recently is literally like the last week, because we have been the weather here is, you know, it's winter. So, but I love, you know, Avantis. The Avanti is one of my favorite. AL37. Was one of the models I really advocated for on our team, and so that was, I just love airliners.
Oh yeah.
SR, of course. You know, I saw the SR-71 at Point Magoo when I was 6 years old. It's still burned in my memory. I actually did a flyby. I think they were still in active service in 76. So I'll never forget that. This black dot flashing across the sky, and then 2 seconds later, you hear the crackle and the boom. So
Wow.
of course the SR-71. Gosh, guys, I have the benefit, I get to fly so many different models, and we, you know, it's hard to pick just one. But right now, I'm really excited about the rotor scale lineup. Not to take anything away from everything else. I'm also really big into RC boats. A couple of people have noticed there's a Arleigh Burke model behind me. That's kind of it's from another vendor that we don't currently carry. I'm actually testing it. I love RC boats, and I love RC speedboats. So the Motion DV, that was one of my things in my younger days. I was into nitro RC boats as well when I used to live in California. So I used to go out to Whittier and race the boats there. So I've kind of done it all. And there's a few new categories I want to get into as well. But even RC tanks, super fun playing with friends and the kids. Yeah, it's a little bit of everything. But as far as what I'm flying right now, helis, and then kind of the icons, Avantis, ALs, of course, the new stuff.
Well, if you need a boat, I don't know if you've gotten a chance to play with your Motion DV that Bill sent me. This thing is fantastic. This makes me want to race, like do actual racing boats. It's so easy but fun. You know, ever since you've expanded, you know, the store to include all this other stuff, I took a backseat on the planes. Wes has taken the charge with the air stuff, and I got to, you know, experience all these other categories that you know, the tanks are awesome, and like you, it's, you know, I'm finding fun with it all. The warships are unbelievable. The battleships, and like, they're some of the coolest things to unbox.
Really awesome.
So
yeah.
I'm so happy to have all that. We do have another good question I wanted to get to, but I think it's time to spin the wheel.
I saw another question earlier. Or do you want to spin the wheel?
Did I lose? Wes might be muted. Something changed in my ear. Sorry, Alex. But our next winner is going to be Jeff from Lower Alabama. You are our winner, Jeff from Lower Alabama. I know he's in the chat. I recognize that name because he's not from Upper Alabama. He's from Lower Alabama. So, Jeff, this spin is going to be for you, my man. Good luck. Big money, big money, big money. Big money. Oh, this wheel is greased up and ready to go today. Oh my God, we did it! We did it! We're sorry, Mark. Jeff from Lower Alabama, 500. 500. 500.
He's going to be picking out a new plane.
On the wheel. Good for you, Jeff in Lower Alabama. He might have enough money to move to Upper Alabama after this. This is awesome. Jeff, congratulations. Email us at contest@motionrc.com. And let's go to live to our CEO's face.
All right, the show's over. We're done. Cancel it.
And SR71's leaving the door for
That's our show.
$200.
Thanks everybody. Thanks everybody for coming. Appreciate it. Oh my God. All right, I love it. Keep it going. Keep it going.
That was awesome. So that's our fourth spin. That's I'm counting. That's 850 on 4 spins. 850. Not bad. Not bad. It all goes
Pretty
around,
good.
comes around. What goes around
Okay.
comes around. All right, fun quick question. And I've asked Bill this, but any pirate ships coming from Motion RC from Bancroft? Could we get a Bancroft pirate ship? Is that possible?
Okay, so true story. When we first met the company that makes the Bancroft ships, we went over there and visited and looked at the entire lineup, and in one of the rooms they had tall ships or sailing vessels. So from the pirate era, the early, I don't know the exact time frames, but 1700s to mid 1800s kind of stuff, and just gorgeous. USS Constitution, USS America, the HMS Bounty, and they're static
That's awesome.
models though. Okay, so they're static models. They're seaworthy. They can float. They are works of art. Like, they're incredible. I can't imagine how we would. I mean, it would be really tough to ship these and not have them damaged, and we'd have to make it like in a crate or something. But they do exist. I would love to get them. The challenge right now, and we are working on it, the challenge is how to make them radio control. Because the simplest way would you just put a little motor in it and a rudder and call it a day. But we're trying to see if we could potentially make the sails work.
Oh, wow.
And because that's the harder thing to do. Worst case, we might have just a little cheater motor in the back and they kind of dribble along. But yes, I can't tell you when, because there's so many projects in the hopper. But I would like to see us come out with some sort of sailing vessel that is, not modern. So something back in the days. I don't know if it'd be a pirate scheme. That's kind of cool, actually. Potentially some cannons.
Yeah.
Maybe getting those to operate little, that would be kind of cool. Some smoke or something.
Even lights.
But good
and smoke.
idea. Yeah. But just some tall ship would be. It's a personal objective of mine. They like I said, they exist, and the company's eager to work with us. We just have to kind of work on it a little bit more.
I think I'm going to do it with the Titanic over here. I was just going to drill a hole through one of the smokestacks and put a Henlong or Tangda smoke unit just in the tank. It should work fine, and then just pop out the top. Like, it wouldn't. I don't even think it would be that hard. I'm gonna have to do it for a video. That would look really, really cool.
That'd be cool.
And an RC iceberg.
Yeah.
And everybody wants an RC iceberg. We have these little boats. I was gonna take the foam, because the Bancroft boats come in these big blocks of foam. I was just gonna cut the foam on this thing and just putter it out there. But I'm like, is it too early, or is it still too early to be referencing that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel bad. I still feel bad, especially recently but I don't want to bring us down. We're having a heck of a day. with the with the wheel spins and everything. Let's not talk about that. So do we see
Wes,
any
did you
other?
say, did Wes say he had a question earlier? Was that, did you have a good one? Or
Yeah,
was that the
I
question?
had saw a good one earlier. So, Mark, what made you actually start Motion RC? If you don't mind asking
Ooh,
and
that's a good
answering
one.
that one.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
can
that's
you
a good one.
hold that thought because it's 12:30 even. I think we got to spin the wheel. Then,
Okay, well,
then we'll answer
let's
that
hit
question.
that and then we'll come back. So,
Let's see if we could take another
next-
500 out of this man's pocket.
the next winner is going to be the mighty CB.
The mighty CB. Wow.
CB.
The mighty CB. Coming in strong.
Are
Here
you
we go.
in the chat?
Yeah, let's see if he comments in the chat. But I want to see if we get a prize. An actual prize would be fun, but
Yeah, $500 is whatever.
yeah,
Like
you
a
know,
real
but it's just
prize.
boring. It's
Yeah,
just
I mean,
money, you know. Money's
buy
boring.
your own prize.
We want real, you know. People want RC. See, people trade money for RC products, Alex. That's people want the product, not the money.
RC kid.
Here we go. All right, are we ready? Is he in? Did we see him yet?
Hadn't seen him yet.
Let's see. Mighty CB. Remember, he might have to wait 20 seconds. There he is. Mighty CB, this spins for you. Good luck. Come on.
Come on.
Small money, small money. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Oh! Oh, finally! We got an airplane heli prize spin. So, our first time explaining this, we're going to spin the wheel again. And depending on the color that it lands on, so what's on it doesn't matter, it's the color. There are 6 colors. That's going to be your prize, Mighty CB. So I hope you're ready, because I'm ready, and we're going to spin it right now. It's a double spin. Ooh, we've got a Flightline Bearcat like Wes had on the table. Rotor scale EC 135, 180 size. The Freewing 70mm F16 V3. Nexa ARF G36 Sport Kit, the Skynetic Andes, and a rotor scale F1. Yellow, you got yourself a heli. The rotor scale EC 135 180 is yours. To claim that prize, Mighty CB, you're going to have to email us at contest@motionrc.com. Congratulations. I don't know the price offhand, so I don't know how that adds up to the $850 that already went out. So I'm going to lose track. But that was our 5th winner halfway through the show. And we got at least 5 more, guys, as we go on here with the live show. And one more time, thank you, everybody, for jumping in. How many do we have in the chat right now? Do we have a few hundred? Alex, if you can test that. It's always nice to see. About 440 right now. Beautiful. Love seeing that. Glad you guys are all joining us on a Friday, because this is better than work. We can be honest about that. But, all right, Wes, back to our question. What made Mark start Motion RC?
Yeah.
So the origin story. I'll give you guys this is a longer story, but it's interesting. I'll give you like the shorter version. So I personally have been involved in RC as a hobbyist since I was a young kid. So it's one of the many. I have a lot of different interests, but it's one that's always stuck with me, and I've often come back to it. So I'll get into RC cars, and then I'll take a break and get into computer technology or construction, or just I have a lot of different interests and passions. But I noticed around my life I was always coming back to RC. Something about models, something about the intricacy, the using your brain and building things. I just absolutely love it, and just making something miniature that can actually work. I just was always fascinated by it, and I've literally tried every aspect of RC. And so about 15 years ago, I was getting back into RC airplanes. And previous to that, my airplane experience was I used to fly gliders on the beach in California. I used to do nitro models. I forgot the different brands. I think it was, I forgot, but many different brands. So balsa models. And I had never actually experienced foam models or electric at all until 15 years ago. So I got back into the hobby, and I bought a Corsair which was not a bad choice, but not necessarily a great model to get back into the hobby in. So it was a little bit difficult, and eventually I got used to it and I got pretty good at it, and then I got a few more models. So what happened, at that point I was just purely a consumer. I had a day job, and my background, by the way, is mostly business and information technology. So I was in information technology at the time, and so I had primarily a day job, and my evenings and weekends were with the family and for some spare time. And like I said, I got back into RC airplanes, and like many of us, crashing is part of the journey. And but the beauty, of course, as we all know, or many of us, is with some of the foam airplanes, it's quite easy to just repair them and get up and fly again. But sometimes glue is not enough. Sometimes you actually need a spare part, whether it's a prop or a retract or just whatever. And it's a true story. So basically, I had a model. It was a T-28, and I was really enjoying it. And I'll leave all the vendors anonymous in this one. So I was just a consumer at this point. I bought a T-28. I had a pretty decent crash, and I innocently went to the website of the company that I had bought the plane from in order to purchase I think it was a cowling and a motor mount and a propeller that I needed. And the parts did not exist. They weren't out of stock. They weren't even available. And I thought this was kind of crazy. I thought how is it possible that you would buy something and not be able to repair it? And I actually contacted the vendor, and their answer to me was, yeah, you basically need to buy a whole new airplane. And that was the time I just thought, okay, that was very strange. And this was not the only experience I had. I had purchased products from several different online companies at the time, some of which are no longer in business. And I just didn't feel like the customer experience you were getting, or I was getting, was great. In fact, it was pretty bad. So had some discussions, and by the way, Tom Ellison, who's wasn't able to join us today, but Tom is the co-founder. So Tom and I founded the business. Tom and I are neighbors, and Tom actually had the exact same experience with some of his planes with some of the companies he was dealing with. So it was one of those light bulb moments, and we were literally in my garage, like a lot of companies you hear about, whether it's HP, Apple, or whoever, start in their garage. We both having a business background and having a sense about how to run businesses and the importance of service and customer service and after sales support and these sorts of things. The light bulb came off that if nobody's really doing it well, maybe we should give it a go. And that was how Motion RC was formed. We traveled to several different places on the globe to go talk to different companies about becoming our supplier. It seems like a lifetime ago. So much has happened, but that's how it started. It started out of actually frustration from not being able to enjoy the hobby, and I just wanted to give people a better experience. So one of the things many of you will remember, in the early day, we made a big deal about spare parts. Today, everybody's sort of figured it out. All of our competitors have figured out now that it's important to carry spare parts. And it was a competitive advantage in the beginning. Now our competitive advantage is just awesome products and really awesome customer service. That's what Motion RC is known for. But yeah, in the early days, it was, guys, I felt like we could do a better job at it, and that's always been the mission, is really to support the people that make this hobby so wonderful, which is all of you. I am, of course, we have a business to run, we have employees, we have stakeholders. So we do generate business to satisfy those things, but first and foremost, 99% of the people that work at Motion RC are hobbyists, and they really love everything about this hobby, and that's what we're here for. So that's the backstory.
All right, I've heard the story before, and it's awesome. But it's just great to see like the fruit of the labor, because I bet you can't imagine, even in your wildest dreams, could you imagine being here today, those 13 years ago, Probably not. Yeah. But We're gonna spin that wheel again because it's been 10 minutes and we're running out of time here. So our next winner is gonna be Robin 111 Fly. Robin 111 Fly, are you in the chat? I'll give you at least 20 seconds to say something in there. I did see a comment roll through as I was going. Ricardo, I got you, my man. I'm going to make that video taking out the internals from a rotor scale 470. The only issue is when I release a video of a model, since they're not in stock, everybody yells at me for it. But I will make that video. It's really simple. There's just 4 screws to the body and the whole thing comes right out. So I'll make that video for you. It'll probably be a quick tip coming next week. I promise. That's been on my agenda and I want to get it out of the way. So I'm going to do it with the MD 500. But is he in the chat? Did we see Robin? Robin 111 Fly?
Yep.
All right,
Yep.
Robin 111
We've seen
Fly. This one is for you. I'm going to rev it up and give it a spin. Rev up that wheel. Big money, big money, big money, big money, big money.
Oh boy.
Oh, it's coming
Oh,
around.
boy.
No, no.
Oh!
Oh, Robin, 111 Fly. You got yourself $25 gift card. It's free money. It is free money. So congratulations to you. You know, no whammy. It's not a whammy. It's still 25 bucks. You could get yourself started on something nice with that. So congratulations to you. Email us to claim that prize at contest@motionrc.com. I have my email open. I already see Eric Wall. I see your email sitting there. I see
How many from Jeff?
Scotty Story. Jeff has not emailed me yet, I don't think. So Jeff, you better email me if you want your big prize. But shoot me those emails when you can. There was a question I saw pop through, Mark. Yeah, I guess it goes back to Freewing or any company we have. I guess this would apply to anything. But you know, what goes into the airplanes that are chosen to finally be produced? You know, obviously customer feedback, but are there other factors that determine? All right, that's the one we're going to roll with because it is a process.
Yeah, let me. I'll answer that in a second. I want on the
Okay.
on the front end of that is how do we come up with our list, right?
Yeah.
I think that's the question people ask, because I see through the comments, like you said, there's a lot of individual people asking for this plane and that plane. It's a collaboration. I just want everybody to know is your voice does matter, whether it's through Hobby Squawk, whether it's through the Facebook community, just emails that you send us. I think the website still has a product suggestion link in the top header. We look at every one of those comments, just so you know. And occasionally, I think we've also sent out a survey to people. What planes would you like to see next? What cars, boats, tanks, the whole thing. So just know that your voice matters. Now, in terms of when we have all of that data, how do we distill that down into actual products that that we're going to produce? There's a lot of factors. Of course, one of the things, because we want to sell planes, we do need to look at the viability of the actual model. Some of the models people suggest are incredible and they're great suggestions, but they probably would not have mass appeal. And so, like it or not, we want to generally pick products where we know they're going to have, maybe not everybody on the planet wants one, but generally a broad scale appeal. So some of the very obscure one-off, I hate to say it, I mean, please keep asking if there's a high vote for it. It could get done, but we're generally going to stick with the models, like I said, whether they're Airland or Sea. We're going to stick with the ones that are people are requesting, and we'll kind of tally those results. And then we look at the viability. Like the SR-71 is a perfect example. It's been asked for 10 years, maybe longer. It's really, really hard to make that plane in an RC version. If you guys know about the real model, it's a flying rocket. So it has, incredible horsepower on those two engines. So when you scale certain models down, you're going to lose some of that. You don't have that same power to weight ratio and things like that. So things change as you scale models down. So some models are just really, really difficult to make. but that doesn't stop us. Like the SR was, I'll be honest with the community, a little inside baseball here. The SR was deemed not feasible for many years. And we had a bit of a light bulb moment amongst the team, and we figured out a few things and realized that we could make a go at it. Then we prototyped it and it flew, and then we changed a few things like adding the flying vertical stabs. A lot of work was done on the nacelles and on that EDF design to get that to work. It's a really hard model because of the center of gravity. You know, it's a really long model with the wing design there. So anyway, it's an example of anything is possible. But yes, in general, we value your input. We listen, and we do our best to produce the models you guys want, and then we bundle that with the products that we're fairly certain are going to sell really well and also are technically feasible to design. So it's kind of those three elements.
Gotcha. Do you want to pick the next winner, Mark? I think there's
Sure.
one in the chat if you want to, in our team's chat.
Okay, give me some options here.
Been working well. If you look up, I think it's Mr. If you see,
yes. How about?
you can pick it up.
Okay, well, let me pick one here at random here. How about Mr. Mr. Fredrickson from Ireland?
Mr. Fredrickson from Ireland. Congratulations,
right?
sir.
Good.
Let's see if he comes into the chat. Just let us know you're here. We'll give you 20 seconds to make a little comment just so we know. I want to make sure you know. We'll spin it anyway for you. You could come back and watch. But I like to know they're here watching live so they know that this next spin's for you. I'm going to rev up the wheel. We just passed St. Patty's Day recently. See you in here. Keep your eye out for Mr. Fredrickson. I'll start it on green.
Thought I saw him there. Is he in there?
He'll come in. Maybe he commented or whatever, but this spin is for him. He's been here. So are we ready? I'm going to spin it for Mr. Fredrickson, and then he can come back and find out what he won. Here we go, Mr. Fredrickson. Let's get you a big prize. A big prize. Come on now. Big money. Big money. Big money. No way. No way! No way! Mr. Fredrickson, the luck of the Irish, has hit. The leprechauns are happy, and we're excited for you. I hope Mr. Fredrickson gets his butt back in the chat because you, sir, are a $500 winner to motionrc.eu. Email us to claim your prize at contest@motionrc.com. And congratulations. We'll go right back to our CEO's face. That's $1,000 right there, at least, in gift card money. He's not sweating it.
How much longer is this show?
That's one SR71. You know what? I want to do it again. I'm sorry. We're going to spin it one more time because we've spun it now 7 times. We are running low on time. We have 12 minutes left. So I promised we were going to get at least 10. So we're going to pick another winner. And we've got Big Nasty. Big Nasty with 2 G's. So if Big Nasty can add another 500 to this, that would just be really exciting for everyone involved in this chat. Big Nasty, if you're out there, my friend, this spin is for you. I like doing the double spins. Spin that wheel. Spin that wheel. Spin that wheel.
It's gonna hit 500.
Big Nasty.
It's gonna hit 500 again.
Big Nasty.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to invest in. Mark might have to invest in a new wheel after that. Oh, we gotta spin again. Spin again. So a little drama. Ooh, it wants it. It wants the money.
Dun, dun, dun.
Straight. This is just a straight spin again. Just a straight spin again. Big Nasty gets to go again. But it's landing on blue. It likes the blue, and the blue has the 500 and the 250. So the blue, this wheel loves the blue color. The blue sticks out. Come on, come on, come on.
No way.
We're going again, Big Nasty. The drama builds. The drama builds. Here we go. Come on, Big Nasty. This is really nasty. Come on. Come on, Big Nasty. Come on, Big Nasty. Big Nasty. If it's a spin again. No way.
Make sure you write all the numbers.
$75. $75. Congratulations,
name,
Big Nasty. Wait, let me just straighten that while I'm on there. I moved the wheel. I hate
Is it
when the
really
light
just
touches
that?
it.
There's
There
no
it is.
numbers behind
Perfect.
it? Okay.
Big Nasty.
There's another guy in
Congratulations,
there with
sir.
the same name.
$75 to claim your prize.
Listen, Lori, we hear you.
We hear you, Wes and Lori. You're talking. To claim your prize,
Sorry.
email us at contest@motionrc.com. So that was 7 and 8. We have 2 more spins, and we got 10 minutes to do it. So we'll try to get to some questions. Mark, did you have any other things you wanted to, a question that came from someone else that you might want to answer, or do you just want to run from the chat from here?
We should talk probably tariffs, because that's
Okay.
well, that was one of the questions. I think I've seen a lot in the posts. I've seen a lot
always
via
fun.
email, everything. Yeah, because not to bring it down, but I'll just address it real quick. So
Yeah.
a little couple minutes on tariffs here. So right now the government does have a tariff on certain countries, some of which are countries that we import our goods from. Not all, that's the good news. So we have quite a few suppliers that are outside of the tariff zone. So I just want to let everybody know, on our website, under the help menu, in the top of the menu bar, there's a little help drop down. We created a link to information about tariffs, and we'll update that as things change. But right now, so I'd like everybody to, after the video, go take a look at that. That way I don't have to run through the exact thing. But what it basically says is April 10th for us is when we're going to start modifying the prices of just items that are impacted by the tariff. So to be clear, it's not all products, it's some, and we are absolutely working overtime to make sure that the price increases are as minimal as possible. So there's a whole bunch of things our team is doing on that behalf, including trying to get reductions from our suppliers, work with different entities, to just a whole bunch of different projects we're working on to try to minimize that impact. So there will be some products that prices will go up April 10th. And we're not just doing a peanut butter spread of price increases. If we have goods in our warehouse that came in before the tariffs, those prices are not going to go up, because it's not right. We're not trying to take advantage again. Again, I want everybody to be clear. I'm a hobbyist. I really want people to enjoy this hobby. My goal is not to just raise prices as some sort of profit grab. That's not our motive here. We're also very transparent about it. If the tariffs come off or reduce, so will the prices. So just as during COVID, when the container shipping went from $5,000 a container to $25,000 a container, we had to increase price temporarily to cover those shipping costs. As soon as the containers came back down, so did the prices. So that's a little bit something different. A lot of companies will keep the prices high. I don't agree with that. That's up to them. But yeah, so tariffs are here. I also want to be clear that as long as people understand how tariffs work, we pay the tariffs, okay? Our suppliers in China and other parts of Asia, they don't pay the tariffs, we do. So we have we absorb some of it. We work with and negotiate to reduce some of it on the other end. So the goal is ideally no price increases, but there's a small number of products where we just have to increase it, ever so slightly. So we'll try to minimize that impact. Right now, with the 20% tariffs coming out of China, we're confident that we can try to keep it to a bare minimum. If the tariffs go higher than this, we'll have to adjust. If the tariffs come off, you'll see it as well. So it's not the greatest thing to deal with. It's the reality of things. We have a global supply chain. Fortunately, we have a lot of goods that do not come from tariff countries, but it is a reality. A lot of our goods are made in China, and we just have to address that and deal with it, like thousands of other companies. All the way from Costco and Walmart down to Motion RC. So It's the reality of our current economic environment. We just have to kind of deal with it. So I want to
And
just
also, I
address
remember
that
just,
for everybody.
at the beginning of the year, we received a lot of containers before Chinese New Year too, but also that was
Right.
in part to get as much here before, we knew this,
Right.
we could all see this coming.
Yeah.
But Wesley, over to you for a sec, bud.
All right, guys. Well, we have another winner for the wheel. And
Ooh,
this
2 more
one
spins
actually is a
left.
channel member this time. This is Peter Simmons.
Peter Simmons. Come on down. Is it Simons or Simmons? I saw one M when Lori chatted.
Simons.
It could be Simons.
Simons.
At Peter Simons, if you are here, my friend, this spin is for you. Good luck.
Tiny screen.
Revved up. Big money. Big money. Nothing gets the chat excited
There
like
he
talking
is,
tariffs,
Peter.
man. Tariffs make everybody excited. I love me a good tariff conversation. Here we go. $50 for Peter Simons. Congratulations. Congratulations, Peter, to claim your prize. I've got to record myself doing this so I don't have to say it all the time. Email us at contest@motionrc.com. And I'll get back to you some point today to let you know I acknowledge it. And then all you gift card winners, you just get a code in the mail. You don't actually get a physical card. It's just a code. It doesn't expire, I don't believe, or it might expire at the end of the year. I forget. You got time. You got plenty of time on it, but you just have to put the code in during checkout. That's the way our gift cards work. So that's that. We're giving away one actual prize and all gift cards. So I do like the idea of the double spin on the prize. I might implement that for next week's show on a smaller scale. Normally, I kind of dig the drama of the second spin. But we got 5 more minutes, Mark. I know you're a busy man. Mark is at the warehouse where his office is. That's where he lives and resides. I don't even think he owns a house. He just lives there. He sleeps on the boxes there. Was there another question or two? There was one. I feel like I had one. I guess it might be too long. Was there a question you saw, or maybe even?
I saw one that was kind of just a fun, quick one to answer. Somebody asked, where did we come up with the Motion logo, the 3 swooshes?
Yeah. Blinds.com. Was it?
No, we were before they changed, so I should go after them. But that is a funny story. Blinds.com has the exact same logo. No, this was back in the day. I was actually with a friend of mine who's a graphics designer, and this is way back in the day. We just kind of were whiteboarding things, and the short answer is my favorite color is blue, so it had to have blue. And we were trying to denote motion. It's contrails basically. We're trying to denote like the movement of a product. So that's why the logo is slightly slanted, the text, and the blue lines are sort of like the vapor trail of the logo moving through the sky at the time. So we're mostly an airplane company when we first launched. So, but I figured everything related to RC is really moving. So Motion RC, that's where the name came from. Yeah.
It makes sense. I'll admit, I love our logo just by itself, like on anything.
Yeah.
Like I bought a white sweatshirt with just the contrails on it. Like I want the contrails. I think the contrails could just eventually be like Apple, like you just see it, you know what it is. Unless you're really into blinds, I guess. Unless you love changing the blinds on your windows.
Yeah, we do buy our blinds from blinds.com at the warehouse, so that's good.
But that's so funny.
Sister company.
Sister company. Yeah, we might go in the blinds business instead.
There you go.
I bet there's money to be made. They could talk tariffs over there too.
Yes.
Wes, did you have one more question? Or no?
Yeah, I saw a good one from an audience member earlier that I really liked. Mark, where is the ultimate goal for Motion RC as far as where do you see us going in the next 5 years? What is our goal here as far as growth?
It's aggressive. The goal is to get into every aspect of radio control and everything that goes with that, Wes. So there's a few little niche categories of RC that we're not in yet that we're looking into. We have made a great entry into the surface side of the hobby, but that is definitely an area where we're looking to expand upon. all aspects. We consider marine to be part of the surface, so surface of the earth. In the air side, there's a whole bunch of new areas, not new, there's a whole bunch of other areas to go into, whether it's different scales, materials, things like that, propulsion systems and things that we're looking at. So really the quick answer is all aspects of RC. We started as a foam electric airplane company 13 plus years ago, and we've morphed now into almost every component of RC. We want to really just carry that same formula through that we did that made us successful with air, which is great products, reasonable prices, and customer service. And that's what we will always do. You guys get your handwritten notes. Every order that goes out the door from Motion RC, that little thank you note on your packing slip, that is handwritten by one of our associates. Every time you call in, you are speaking to an RC enthusiast. I want to be clear about that. This is not a call center overseas. When you're calling our number at the top of our website, you're getting a human that has been in the hobby probably 20 plus years. And that's how it's always going to be at Motion RC. We'll always have a phone number, we'll always have a chat and an email, and you're always going to get the help you need. We're going to do our absolute best to make sure we have awesome products and fair prices. I mean, prices are going up globally. But we're just going to keep pushing harder on our suppliers to try to get price reductions to keep the prices fair. We want mass enjoyment of this hobby, Wes. So we're just trying to, the 5-year plan is just continuing growing our categories. We've got Bill and Chris overseeing our 2 largest categories. We're going to be expanding into more electronics and accessories. We've got a new team put together to do that, because we want to make sure you can just come to Motion RC and get everything you need, from the paint to the batteries to the glue to the every aspect of your model, whether it's air, land, or sea. We want you to get it at Motion RC. So
whoa,
just
whoa,
continuing on that path.
Rolled off your tongue. Sweet, better than Wes does it.
That's right. Now, I do want to touch on one thing, Mark, that you just did. And I don't think we tell them enough, but our customer service team, if they weren't doing a good job behind the scenes, we wouldn't be growing as fast as we are here too. Right. So like you said, we have a fantastic group of guys here working our customer service and product support to help all of you guys in the chat. So I want to tell them big thank you for what you've done to get us here also.
They deal with a lot.
Thank you too.
What's great about them too? Oh, sorry. One thing great about them, some of them have been here from the beginning and they're still here, which is amazing. Big testament to everything.
Yeah, and I appreciate you guys saying that. Yes, I mean, listen, we, of course, to our customer community, without you, we don't exist. But to the men and women that work at Motion RC, a quick thank you for everything you do. I don't say it enough. You're incredible. Like James say, I'm at the operations center here for North America. It's a fantastic group of people. Our customer service team is one of the largest in the industry, and they're all awesome. Purchasing, IT, HR, the web team, marketing, you guys, I mean, product management, category management. It's we call it a family. When we welcome people to the company, we welcome them into the Motion RC family. That's what it really is about. We have a love of this hobby, and we just want to keep doing it. Want to keep bringing you guys great products. So appreciate all of you.
Yeah, that was
beautiful.
That was something when I came to work here. Mark had reached out to me and he had said, we don't want to hire somebody that's going to be here a year. We want you for forever. We want you to retire here. And so it really does feel like a family when you're here. So it really is a cool place to work, everybody.
It is. Well, Mark, if you want to hang for the last spin, you can, but you're free. We can let you go.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We're going to do it. Yeah. We got Jay Yates. You are our final winner, Jay Yates. If you're in the chat, I think I saw you pass by just a second ago. So I'm going to spin it anyway because I think you've been pretty active today within the chat. So Jay Yates, my man.
There he is.
You know what? I'm gonna set it up. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Jay Yates. Jay Yates, the last spin of the day.
I want to see somebody take home an airplane.
Come on, Jay Yates. Come on, Jay Yates. Come on, Jay Yates.
Spin.
Oh, the drama! You're keeping Mark here longer than he needs to be. Come on, Jay. How dare you, Jay Yates? Busy man here. It's Friday. We all got to get on with our days. Here we go, Jay Yates. Big money. Big money. Big money. Oh, my goodness. I love it! I love it! Jay Yates! Congratulations, Jay Yates! Ooh! You talked about that family, Wes. We might not be here too much longer.
Yeah.
To claim your prize, email contest@motionrc.com. Jay Yates, I'm happy for all our big winners, our small winners. Happy for everyone who joined us today. Thank you so much for this, even though it's a cheap plaque from YouTube. But it means a lot to us, but even more, it's a testament to everything we spoke of today. The company that Mark and Tom built, their idea has turned into a reality of fun for hundreds of thousands of people, if not millions of people around the globe. And we only want it to continue. Let's get to 1 million. If you know anybody who you think would enjoy RC, take them out and fly, take them out and drive, take them out with your product. Introduce them to this hobby. I think that's the only thing holding people back, is that people don't even know the hobby exists. You know, it's still an overall small hobby, but it's important to everyone here. If you spent the hour today to join us, and regardless of what you're flying and what you're driving, we're thankful for you to watch our channel. And then the best thing you could do for us, not super chats, not subscribing, is go buy something at motionrc.com or motionrc.eu.
That's right.
It helps everybody here so much. Mark, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. Had a
Great to have you on. We want to get you on more. But any teases or no teases before you head out of here?
I think I gave some good ones today, so
Okay,
that's
all right.
We'll call it. Yeah. I know you're angling for something, but stay tuned next week. I guess will be the tease. There's something.
Oh, there we go. Stay
Oh.
tuned next week. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
But listen, I had a great time. You guys did great. Congratulations to all the winners today. Thank you again for all the subscribers to get us to 100K. Love to get to 1 million. I think it is doable. Let's push. And yeah, great time. And I would like to do this again. So yeah, happy to schedule this for a future date.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe an end of the year wrap up to see how our 2025 finishes up.
Perfect. Great, guys.
Wes, any parting words?
Man, it's just been a pleasure working here, guys. I've had so much fun over the last few years. Getting this 100,000 plaque is definitely a goal of mine, and I know for everybody here. So it's been a lot of fun. I can't wait to see where we're going in 2025 and beyond. And I guess whether it's air, land, or sea, you can get it at Motion RC. Ha! I got it on that one.
Yeah, you rolled it off your tongue. Thank you, everybody, for joining. We'll see you next week with our regular live show. Same time, same channel. Our normal live show that we do first Friday of every month is next week. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
You guys.